name is Jose Vizquerra. I am the president and CEO for O3 Mining. I've been working for the Osisko group for 11 years with O3 Mining since 2019. I was born and raised in Peru, fall in love with the mining industry because of my grandfather and my uncles and my parents. And I always felt that I wanted to build something bigger than what my grandfather built, called Buenaventura. And I'm working hard every day with a lot of discipline, a lot of integrity, a lot of effort to build something much bigger. And that's what I'm intending to do with O3 Mining, building an intermediate mining company with deep values into the development of the city and development of the communities where we operate, and moving forward with the First Nations to build something very special in Valor. When I was a kid, my grandfather, who has been in the mining industry since 1953, he actually started renting a mine out of the Andes of Peru. And he was always almost broke. And he founded a company called Accompanying Buenaventura, which is right now listed in New York. And he had his big win in 1992, which was the discovery of Yanacocha, who has been the largest gold mine in the Americas. And I think my experience started when I was very, very young. I think that I had the luxury of sitting down at the dinner table and lunch table, especially lunch table, every Saturday with my family, where my grandfather was certainly the patriarch and was having a lot of very nice conversations. And my uncles, Roque, who was the CEO, was there, and Raul, who was vice president of business development at Buenaventura, were there. And just listening this since I had memory, say 10, 11 years old, where you keep hearing these things, are things that now you assume as innate, but they were certainly, I was benefited for sure from those conversations, with no doubt. And the other part that I had the luxury was that my grandfather allowed me to go to his office on Saturdays. So Saturdays was the time that my grandfather would sit down with his team. It was the geologists, the metallurgical team, the mining team. And I will go there at 9 a.m. and I will hear all of them, talking to him and having a great conversation. Still remember those butter cookies that he had. I love them. Initially, I would go only for the cookies. Then I realized that it was much more than the cookies. But it was beautiful. It was a phenomenal experience to listen to him and to listen what was going on in a mine like Julcani, which was an underground, very narrow vein mine, talking about the beginning of Cerro Verde at the time, which was a huge copper open pit. Today is the largest flotation plant in the Americas. I'm not sure if in the world, but in the Americas. And then talking about Yanacocha and the relationship with Newmont, who was our main partner there, and how to work with partners and what were the things that worried him and his team, was amazing. I mean, all this experience, I think, allowed me then to have a much more broader mindset when I joined the Osisko team. And I joined the Osisko team primarily because I wanted to build something bigger than what my grandfather started. And that's why I left the family business in 2011. So, it has been 11 years since I arrived here in Canada. We had success with Osisko, but I'm very far from the reason why I came here. So I still have to work. And my grandfather took from 1952 to 1992, 40 years to come up with his biggest discovery, which was Yanacocha. So I have to be patient and perseverant and disciplined.